say inflation?
You said what up now?
What if they don't really understand what you mean when you say inflation?
It's a great question because you know what, they're not teaching this in schools. They're not
Right.
teaching this in schools.
Right.
So inflation is everything around you going up, but your money staying the same. I want y'all to do this for me tomorrow. Matter of fact, this week or this month, write down the gas prices when you go get gas because that's going up without. That's what you can see. And so you can. I remember back when I was a teenager, which was a long time ago. I used to be able to take $20 to go joyriding. Meaning I could go around. Now I get no joy from riding because that $20 only make a small amount of gas I get in the tank. Also, think about this: when you go to the grocery store, you used to walk out with a whole cart of groceries in the 80s and 90s. Now you walk out with $20 worth of groceries. It's just bread, milk, and some cheese.
That's right.
That's it. And so that's what inflation is. It goes up without you even knowing. It goes up every year, 2 to 4% every year.
Okay, and so I am, always on the side. Yes, Sean, it is right of advocating for people to build their credit scores, right? And just to do things like, for example, I was living in. Thank you so much. Look, Periscope is giving me way more hearts. Thank you, Periscope, than Facebook. So Facebook, if you're on, get some digital love. Right, Periscope is giving me way more love on Periscope. I have someone on Periscope from Oxford, Mississippi in the house. Oxford, Mississippi, come out to Kevin's and I Credit and Cashflow Conference in Jackson, Mississippi. That's in the downtown Marriott. Oh, look at I'm getting some hearts, Kevin. We're getting some hearts on Facebook now. That's in downtown Marriott, 200 East Amite Street, Jackson, Mississippi. We have about 25 seats left, and we're going to show you and explain to you. Thank you so much for the digital love. Some cash flow, credit building strategy. Thank you, Josh, for sharing. He shared the video. If you all are tuning in, make sure you share it on your page. Share it on Periscope. Share it everywhere. And I also have some people live on YouTube. But Kevin, you made a statement that oftentimes, thank you for the digital love, Kiana, that people will improve their credit only to be consumers or only to buy things that don't go up in value, that appreciate, things that depreciate. But I, you know what, I have the same philosophy sometimes about cash flow. I feel like people will do things to earn extra income or business income, or even take Dave Ramsey's philosophy of getting a second job, and they don't see a dent in their financial situation, only because now they don't apply their cash flow like they should and like they said they wanted to. And I'm not against Forex trading and things like that, but I see a lot of social media and people say, hey, look at me, I'm in Forex. Thank you so much for the digital love. I'm in Forex, and you see them going out buying vehicles or new watches or, Louis Vuitton. And so I think what we do share the same purpose is that we want people to take their credit and their cash flow, right, and flip the script and use it to better your financial situation. I really believe that there is a difference between borrowing and getting into debt, right? And I believe building your credit and using borrowing other people's money as a strategy, right, to create extra cash flow and additional income is very, very important, because I don't want you getting the extra cash flow by utilizing Kevin and his strategies, which is good, and then you're getting overcharged in your vehicle insurance. Thank you so much for the digital love. Overcharge and interest rate, because we know the big ticket purchases of things in life, like your mortgage, your vehicle, and things like that, generally requires your credit to obtain, starting out in life. And if so, someone asked me on Periscope, so what do you do if you have bad credit? Well, first you acknowledge that you have bad credit, and then you try to identify why you have bad credit. Is it a cash flow problem first? Was it just a discipline problem? Or was it during a time in my life um, that I was just going through a situation and my credit fell off? So, Kevin, I have a question on Periscope that I want you to answer. It says, is credit important if you have cash?
You know what? I want to address something that you said earlier too,
Okay.
about why people get into bad credit situations, bad cash flow situations. Look, your behavior shapes your actions. So if you have bad behavior, you have to find out the source of that behavior.
Right.
Now, with the source of it, most times your behavior is determined or influenced by your environment or by how you were raised in most cases. And so if you were raised with the mindset, I'm going to spend, I'm going to buy, I'm going to do all of those things, then you're going to grow up and be a person who only looks to spend money and consume. If you were taught very young that you're going to be an investor or that you're going to be a saver, investor, and build assets, then that's what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. But most people attach themselves to behaviors that dictate their actions, and most times those actions are attached to having either bad cash flow or bad credit. And so this person said, the question that the person had was, if I have cash flow, why do I need credit? Right? The thing is that they both, to me, they both work together. The way to continue to improve your cash flow is by using what LaTanya told me is other people's money. You can use other people's money and increase your cash flow tremendously if you're using the right strategy, if you have the right mindset. So I think both of them are necessary. You can have the cash flow but not the credit, and you end up losing your cash flow because you got bad credit.
Right. And that's so true. Regardless, I can't read that in Periscope. So, bad credit acknowledgement, right? Bad credit acknowledgement. And so our purpose of joining up, despite our different views, is to position you and to help people build both. And that's why we're having this conference. If you're on Periscope, you can look at the link in my bio, right? I think we have like 25 tickets left for $25 because we want to help people build both. Because oftentimes, by me looking at your credit report and Kevin assisting you and getting more cash flow, when you put those two together in a powerful discipline, right, that can help your financial future, right? And so that's what we're trying to do. If anyone have any credit or cash flow questions, let me know. If you want to know, is it, exactly how I can get more money out of my paycheck without working overtime, without giving a promotion, right? So I can pay off some of these bad debts, because I do believe there are good debt and bad debts, right? I believe there was a good debt and it's bad debt. And I think good debt, and I won't even necessarily call it debt, because you all know that I have I won't say it's religious background, but a Christian background. Thank you for the digital love. And one of the things I share with people is that the widow woman borrowed her way out of debt. She borrowed her way out. And she was told to do that by the prophet, right? And so I tell people all the time, the people, and she borrowed from her neighbors, so the people in her community knew her. On the bad that you have your car. Okay. The people in the community knew her well enough to allow her to borrow in a bad situation, so her credit had to be in good standing. Had her credit not been in good standing, she would not have been able to borrow, right, which eventually built her cash flow. And so we have some people that may have to do it differently. They might say, hey, I need to build my cash flow first, and that's fine. You want to build your cash flow first, and you always lose value in a vehicle once you drive it off the lot. That's true, Periscope. And then we have some people who want to start and leverage and building their credit first. And so that's why we are teaming up and doing things like that. So anything else? Do we have any questions for anyone on Periscope or Facebook? And we'll be signing off.
Hey, listen, I just say people need to come out October 27th
Yeah.
to the Crazy Cashflow event. They don't want to miss out on it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna give like a lot of stuff if you make it. And we're gonna give a lot of value too.
Right,
so,
right.
If you're very good, it's because I'm out here doing my cash flow strategies.
Yeah. Go ahead. I think we did enough for tonight. You all join us in Facebook Live again, Periscope Live, YouTube Live, Sunday. What time are we coming on Sunday, Kevin?
Is it 7 or 8?
Let's make it 8 just to be sure.
So 8 o'clock Sunday, y'all.
8 o'clock Sunday. Make sure you all hit like and hit share. Thank you all for tuning in.
Y'all have a good night.
You have a good night. Thanks.